What is good? What is good, everybody, community? What's going on, family? I hope everyone's doing great today. It's a flash live, man. It's a flash live. Y'all know what it is, man. For those who new subscribers, I really appreciate each and every one of you. You know what I mean? And the subscribers, you already know. I say it time and time again. And I'll keep saying it. You know what I mean? Subscribers that have been with me since day one. I really appreciate each and every one of you, man. I really appreciate you all, and I thank you so much. You know, for your support, man. It's just so much fun, chopping up boxing with you guys, you know what I mean? Everybody who jumps in, you know what I mean? All those who have been tuning into the videos and stuff like that, commenting, good stuff, man. So we got some great things going on tomorrow. You already know, right? Anthony Yard, no, Anthony Yard, what am I saying? Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua versus Pulev. It's going to be some nice stuff, right? We got several fights, man. I mean, and I want to talk about a couple of them. I don't really want to talk too much about Anthony Joshua versus Pulev because I'm honestly not really too excited about it. Um, you know, I think that Anthony Joshua is at the point where he should fight Fury. He should have fought Wilder. I would like to see him fight against Ortiz. But it is what it is, man. I mean, it's something to watch. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like the fight or anything, but I'm just not too interested into it. Everybody has different interests as far as certain fights. You know what I mean? But I do want to talk a little bit about the fights. I think they're going to be tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be Felix Verdejo. Man, that's going to be some good stuff versus Nakatani. So I want to talk a little bit about that. We're going to have Shakur Stevenson also fighting tomorrow. If I remember correctly, they're both fighting tomorrow. So, you know, um, Shakur Stevenson is going to fight some dude. I never really heard of that guy, with all due respect, but you know, um, Felix Verdejo is going to fight against that, yeah, Nakatani, the Asian guy. So yeah, I think that's going to serve for a good fight. But before I get to that, man, I just want to take some little time out here just to thank everyone, you know what I mean, who has been just supporting, man. You know what I mean? The new subscribers, the old subscribers, those who have been tuning in, you know what I mean, to the live streams, the videos, like I said, and I hope everybody's safe. Before I get to talking these details, about these fighters and stuff, and I want to talk a little bit about Devin Haney. Devin Haney said some things recently that I want to share. As a matter of fact, I plan on uploading a video tomorrow. Okay, that's one of my plans, and getting into some detail concerning Devin Haney, what he said recently on an up and coming interview. Okay, I think it's coming out. Some information's coming out on what he said in that interview that hasn't been published yet. So next week it should be published. Should be out there or whatever, right? But I do want to talk a little bit about that, and hopefully tomorrow I'm going to get a video out. It should be early morning. I'm going to be posting a video about that. Hello, Madam Cat. Madam Cat. Ayan. Yes. It's great to see you jumping in. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Hello to Australia. If I'm not mistaken, you're in Australia, so that's great. As a matter of fact, I usually go live in the mornings, my time, Mexico time. So, I mean, this is really rare. I go live at this time. Not too rare, but, I just want to go live, and talk a little bit. JC, what's going on, JC? How you doing, JC? Hey, Madam Cat. Oh, you just woke up. Oh, that's great. That's fine. I hope you're doing good, Madam Cat. Just to let you know, Madam Cat, real fast. JC, he's an author. Okay, you can go ahead and subscribe to him. He's an author, and he's affiliated with other authors, and he interviews authors and stuff. Very good stuff. Ayan. That's what I'm talking about. It's great to hear you say that. It's funny. It's funny. Oh, okay. Madam Cat, a lot of people tell me that. I don't know. People tell me that. So I thank you. I appreciate you, Madam Cat. Thank you so much for your support. Definitely. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys. Thank you, all the subscribers. You know what I mean? Oh, you just woke up too, JC? You guys are all sleepy heads, man. No, but you know what? JC, Madam Cat, she's in, if I remember correctly, she's in Australia. So her time zone is way different. JC, what are you doing sleeping at this time, bro? What's going on, JC? I think you took a little nap, didn't you? I think, JC, are you in the East Coast, bro? It just depends on the time zones, right? Right now I'm 8 o'clock p.m. So, and you already know, JC, I don't really habitually go live at night. So, I just did it. You know what I'm saying? I just did it, and just to talk a little bit, flash live. You know how I do it. So yeah, oh yeah, East Coast JC. Yeah, so it's a little later over there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I repeat, Madam Cat. JC's an author. He interviews authors and things of that nature. So good stuff right there. And Yeah, JC, you can go check out Madam Cat. Also, Madam Cat, she has like a channel. She has a she where she just supports other YouTubers. Good stuff right there, man. Madam Cat, interesting. She's funny too. She's funny. So yeah, definitely, man. So I appreciate you guys for jumping in. Get back to what I said. Yeah, expensive microphone. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, my microphone. Well, it's not that. The one I'm using, as a matter of fact, Madam Cat, the one I'm using right now, Madam Cat, just to let you know, the one I'm using right now, it's not. The thing here is that technology, I mean, all the technological advances that we have been seeing throughout the years, what I've noticed is that sometimes not the most expensive microphones sound very well. And the microphone I'm using right now, it's not expensive at all. I use a couple microphones. Okay, I have one that's a snowball mic. I've been using that for a long time, and my snowball mic is my faithful microphone. I've been using it for years, and not just for YouTube. I mean, for other things. So I primarily use my other microphone, my snowball microphone, for YouTube. But right now, I'm using a different one. It's like an alternative microphone. So hopefully, it sounds good. I mean, Madam Cat, thank you so much. It sounds like it sounds good. So according to what you're saying, right? So yeah, thank you so much. So. Like I said, I just want to thank the subscribers. I'm going to talk a little bit about some fighters. You know what I mean? And 2020 has been a crazy year. Oh, you have blue also. Oh, you have blue Yeti. Okay, Madam Cat. Oh, okay. Blue Yeti. All right. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to invest in a microphone soon and another one sooner or later. I think I am around next year. Hopefully, early next year, I'll probably buy another microphone just to progress and update. As far as equipment. As a matter of fact, as far as equipment is concerned, I have upgraded on my equipment. So as far as to on my videos and things of that nature. So I see you guys jumping in the building. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. So like I said, before we get to the boxing talk, you know what I mean? I got some things in mind I want to talk about with everyone. And you already know how I do it. Flash live, as you guys can see in the title there. The emojis that have that lightning bolt, right? And the red dot, the red circle, whatever, right? It's a flash live. So I just go live out of nowhere, right? And it's a beautiful Friday, man. I just hope, as a matter of fact, for Madam Cat, she's in Saturday, right? She's on Saturday, so great Saturday morning to you, Madam Cat. Go ahead and drink your coffee. Remember to drink your coffee, right? To have a great day, and I hope everybody's having a great Friday right now. Those who are in the Western Hemisphere, you know what I'm saying? So I hope everybody is. I can. You know what, Madam Cat? It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that. Let me tell you guys something. Before I get to the boxing talk, you know what, Madam Cat? Funny that you say that. Very funny that you say that, because when I was in high school, I studied one semester in extracurricular course that's called radio broadcasting. So isn't that interesting you say that? But that was many years ago. So yeah, so I studied radio broadcasting. I know how to snip it, commercials and do things of that nature. And also in the audio, I was literally, where are you, Madam Cat? You see? I can already read it. I can already see you and imagine you drinking coffee right now. I already know. I already know. Nice. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I am. So 2020, you guys, everybody, but you okay. But you always have to say Pac-Man won. Okay. Actually, as far as Pac-Man, yeah, I don't know if he's gonna fight soon. I mean, the thing here about Pacquiao, he hasn't fought in a while. If that, I think Madam Cat, you're referring to Pac-Man, right? Pacquiao. So he hasn't fought in a while, about more than a year, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully he gets back in the mix. According to sources or whatever, right? The word out there is that people saying that Errol Spence Jr., he just fought Danny Garcia, is probably going to fight Pacquiao soon next year, hopefully. So we'll see what happens. But I hope everybody's having a great day, a great night, evening, whatever time or time zone you're in. So it's almost the weekend. We're going to see some great fights tomorrow, and we got some good fights. We got Felix Verdejo, I repeat, versus Nakatani. I think that's a very interesting fight. Okay, but before I get into that, like I said, I want to talk a little bit about Devin Haney, and like I said a moment ago, right now, that you know I should be posting a video tomorrow about Devin Haney and what he said recently. Okay, some interesting stuff and good stuff, man. Devin Haney. So, and I also want to talk a little bit about Shakur Stevenson. So, those fights will be tomorrow. So, if he will have a fight, we go live. Okay. Yeah, Madam Cat. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Madam Cat. Yeah. You just stay tuned to my channel, and I'll be announcing whenever Pacquiao has a fight. I'll definitely be announcing and talking about it. Because I always make videos on up and coming fights and things like that. Madam Cat says here, you will be the commentator. I will just say, okay. I am. You're funny. You're funny. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Madam Cat. As a matter of fact, Madam Cat, I do call fights. I do commentating in certain fights. I did some fight. I did recently. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. It just depends, right? So so let's get into this. Like I said, I hope everybody's having a great 2020. I know it's been so hard. This year has been bad. I mean, for many people, and I know it's kind of maybe hard for me to say, like, or I don't know, for me to say that. I hope you're having a great 2020, right? I mean, but I keep my hopes high. I'm optimistic about everything. You know what I mean? So I hope everybody, just is having a good end of the year. Remember that. Oh, that really suits me, Madam Cat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Madam Cat. Thank you so much. And it's almost the end of the year, you guys. We're in December, mid-December. We got a couple more weeks before the year ends, and I just got my hopes high for next year, 2021. I think things will get better, man. I just have my hopes up that things will get better, and definitely, in the sport of boxing, we have been seeing great things in the last quarter of this year. So, it is what it is, man. I just hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing safe. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, just heard some bad news. Just heard some bad news in a different platform. Prayers up for Mark Wonderlich, if I'm not mistaken. A guy who is just a big boxing fan. He goes on different platforms and things of that nature. And Mark Wonderlich, prayers up for him, man. Heard some bad news, man, recently. Just moments ago. And yeah, man. I mean, I know there have been a lot of bad things. Debo passed away, rest in peace. I mean, there's just so many things, you know what I mean? So I mean, it's just yeah, I don't know. We got to keep our hopes high. We got to keep our hopes high. You know what I mean? Try to be optimistic. Just keep fighting. Keep fighting. You know what I mean? So I want to talk about. Okay, let's start. I want to start with this. I want to start with Nakatani. Okay, and Felix Verdejo. If I remember correctly, I repeat. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're fighting tomorrow. Okay. And the reason why I don't remember exactly is because there's so many fights, just fights left and right. Every week we hear of several fights going down. So if I'm not mistaken, Felix Verdejo is fighting tomorrow. Yes, he is, versus Nakatani. And we all know that Nakatani, okay, Asian fighter, tough guy, fought against Teofimo Lopez. And he gave Teofimo Lopez a test, okay? He gave Teofimo Lopez a test. And this guy is tall, okay? So he has height and reach advantage. Nakatani has height and reach advantage. And Felix Verdejo, okay, he has to be careful when he fights Nakatani, because I've seen Asian fighters time and time again, how Asian fighters, man, they have a strong chin, man. They can just take punches. And I have never seen, man, it's hard to see how certain Asian fighters, I'm not saying them, all of them, you know what I mean? But man, there are some Asian fighters I've seen. They take punch after punch after punch. I've seen one fight some time ago. I don't even remember who it was, man, but I remember seeing some Asian guy. He was just getting beat hard, man, getting punched so much in the face, and he wouldn't go down. I mean, this guy, I don't know. I'm not saying that he was popping dirty or something, or he was taking some kind of enhancing stuff, but I doubt it. I mean, they should have been tested or whatever, but this guy was just taking punches left and right, and I don't know what kind of, what he reminded me of, and I don't remember who it was. It was some time ago I watched it. It was some undercard fight, I think. And kind of reminded me of Formella. You guys remember Formella, who fought Sean Porter, who just recently fought Connor Ben, right? I think in the welterweight division. Yeah, and Formella has a chin also. You guys remember when he fought Porter, and he recently fought again, Formella. And this guy, LeVar Cooper, What's going on, LeVar Cooper, man? Thanks so much, LeVar Cooper. We're going to talk a little bit about some boxing, man. You already know what it is, man. It's just a little flash live, man, out of nowhere. You know how I do it sometimes. I don't do it too much at night, but what the heck, right? Having a relaxing Friday night here, just laying down, man. And I was like, what the heck? Let's go live and talk a little boxing. So we're going to talk a little bit, LeVar Cooper, about LeVar Cooper. I need to get you on, bro. I want to have you on, okay? Lord willing, next week, LeVar Cooper. What do you think, bro? So, you know how I do it in the morning. So maybe you can, keep an eye out, bro, for one of my flash lives in the morning, all right? I'm thinking around Monday, bro. Okay? I'm thinking around Monday, all right, fam? But I want to talk a little bit right now about Felix Verdejo, who's going to fight tomorrow at 135, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 135 division, rank division. And he's going to fight Nakatani. And like I said, Nakatani, he's one of those tough Asian fighters, man. Oh, okay, Madam Cat. It's all good, Madam Cat. Yeah, I really, really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Ayan. Just guys, let you know, Madam Cat, she's in the building here. She's in the chat. She's in Australia. She has a channel that supports, other YouTubers and things of that nature, supports content, stuff like that. Great stuff. So Nakatani, he has height and reach advantage. He's one of those tough guys that gets hit so much. You got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, you got to remember that when he fought Teofimo Lopez, I mean, we don't have to reiterate so much because we already know as far as Teofimo Lopez's power. His power is just strong, man. He has some power that's explosive and knocks cats out. I mean, that's exactly. Oh, LeVar, yeah, definitely. You already know what it is, LeVar. You already know what it is, bro. So yeah, I definitely want to get you on. Okay, next week, Lord willing. All right. Now, so Nakatani, man, Felix Verdejo. He's skilled, but he can't go in there. I hope, and I'm sure he did. I'm sure that Felix. Now remember, you guys. Let me mix this in real quick while I explain this. Okay, while I explain Felix Verdejo versus Nakatani. Remember, Felix Verdejo's only loss that he has is against Antonio Lozada. And Antonio Lozada, if I remember correctly, he just fought Fortuna. Was it Javier Fortuna, southpaw? So he just fought Fortuna, and Lozada got smashed, man. I mean, Fortuna did amazing against Lozada. L Dub is in the building. What's going on, Lawrence Williams? Lawrence, you know who's fighting tomorrow, bro. Felix Verdejo versus Nakatani. You got Shakur Stevenson fighting. Right now I'm focusing a little bit on Felix Verdejo, fighting Nakatani. So remember, Felix Verdejo's only loss that he has, it was against a tall guy. It was against a tall guy, Lozada, okay, who used his height and reach, and he boxed out. I mean, he did great against Felix. I mean, we can't forget that. You know what I mean? So the thing here is that Felix, he should have trained, as far as after that loss, on how to fight tall fighters and those fighters who have reach advantage, man. Nakatani is one of those guys. Did you guys see the face-off, between Verdejo and Nakatani? Nakatani's a tall guy, man. And you can just go back and see, as far as Nakatani and how he fights when he fought, going back to that again, Teofimo Lopez. You already know, Teofimo Lopez, man, his power is explosive. He just, bam. He knocks dudes out. He knocks fighters out. You know what I mean? And for Nakatani not to go down against a Teofimo Lopez, wow. I think a lot of people are ignoring that. You know what I mean? A lot of people, and I haven't heard much people talking about this fight. I haven't heard many people talking about Felix Verdejo versus Nakatani, and I think it's definitely worth talking about. Jason Giles is in the building. Giles, man, it's great to have you back, Giles. And I'm sorry, bro, I haven't called you, man. I mean, I'm gonna call you though. I gotta call you, my guy. I gotta call you. I'm gonna call you soon, man. Definitely. I haven't seen you on Instagram though, man. Go ahead and answer my DM, bro. Yeah. So thanks so much, Giles, for jumping in the building, family. Giles, we're talking about Felix Verdejo versus Nakatani, and like I said, Felix Verdejo, man, his only loss is against a tall guy who has reach advantage, Lozada, who recently fought against Javier Fortuna, if I remember correctly, a couple weeks ago, and he got smashed by Fortuna. Now, Fortuna, remember, ladies and gentlemen, southpaw, short guy, Yeah, thanks so much, LeVar. Thanks so much, LeVar. Yeah, Cooper, all day, bro, all day. Um, you know, Javier Fortuna knew how to fight the taller Lozada. So Felix Verdejo, man, I hope he learned, and we're gonna see it tomorrow night, folks. We're gonna see it tomorrow night to see if Felix Verdejo learned, from that loss against a tall fighter who has reach. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see tomorrow, man. Now, what I like about Felix, man, he's a great. I mean, I definitely like the skills and tools that he has in the ring. I definitely like how he uses his footwork in the ring. I definitely like, man, how he's patient. You know what I mean? And he boxes very well. I like his reflexes. You know what I mean? Very smart, very smart. And I made a video recently, that Felix recently said, man, Felix Verdejo, he said that, he's ready for the top at 135. But I think he should slow down a little bit I'm not, as far as him fighting the top fighters at 135, Felix Verdejo, I got to see I got to see tomorrow night what he has, what he's bringing to the table. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about, Giles? Sorry for being late. You ain't late, bro. We're good, bro. Don't be sorry about it, man. You know what it is. I forgot about that. I'll add you. Oh yeah, Giles. Yeah. I think unless you made a different profile, Giles, we're connected on Instagram, bro. But on Facebook, you already know, man. So it's all good. It's all good, Giles. It's all good. So yeah, don't even say sorry, fam. You already know what it is, fam. What the heck was I saying? Yeah, Felix Verdejo said that he's ready for the top names. You know, fighters say that. I mean, you know what I mean. Jerome Ennis, he's been saying it, time and time again. Jerome Ennis said recently that as far as the welterweight division, 147, he said that he's ready for the top guys. But I personally don't know. I don't know if Jerome Ennis is ready and he's going to fight very soon. Jerome Ennis, heck yeah, boots all day. I don't know if he would be ready for a Porter, man. A Sean Porter, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of, there's a little doubt. There's a big question mark lingering over my head, because I think Jerome Ennis, maybe should fight somebody below Porter, maybe against the Ugas. That would be amazing. And everybody's screaming for Ortiz. Everybody wants to see Jerome Ennis fight Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? Why do I say this? Because I feel the same. I feel the same about Felix Verdejo. Even he's really skilled though. He's really skilled, patient. You know what I'm saying? Uses his footwork amazingly. Great defense. You know what I'm saying? He knows when to punch at the right time. I mean, just he's just a really intelligent fighter in the ring. But even though he said recently, you know what I'm saying, that he's ready for the top names at 135, I'm not sure about that yet. You know what I mean? Like I said, you have to be a fighter, man. A fighter who's top caliber. A boxer who's top caliber status, high caliber status, has to know how to fight. If he's short, he has to know how to fight a tall fighter. You know what I'm saying? What did many think about? What did a lot of people think or whatever? Right when Mike Tyson fought Lennox Lewis, man. Lennox Lewis, tall guy, really. I mean, he used the jab great. Lennox Lewis did great against Mike Tyson. Maybe a lot of people at that time, I don't remember. I was really young, but maybe a lot of people at that time thought Mike Tyson was going to go in and smash Lennox Lewis, man. Throw them power punches and things of that nature. But you all saw what happened, man. I mean, Lennox Lewis. So top caliber fighters, man. Mike Tyson definitely was a top caliber fighter in my opinion in the heavyweight division. Definitely, youngest fighter to win a heavyweight title, if I'm not mistaken. So broke a record, I think there. So, but top caliber fighters, I repeat, have to know how to fight tall fighters if they're short. A perfect example of this is Canelo. All right, I know, it's controversial with Canelo and stuff like that, but facts are facts. Canelo knows how to fight tall fighters. Did you see that? I mean, that's a perfect example right now in the modern era or whatever, right? He's going to fight Callum Smith, tall fighter. You know what I mean? And I'm sure he's going to do very well against Callum Smith. I know it's controversial, the opponent, as far as Callum Smith. A lot of people say, wow, that's an amazing fight. And a lot of people say at the same time, it's not that, you know what I mean? I tend to incline towards it's gonna be a nice fight. But as far as that opponent, I don't think it's like the best. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. I mean, but my reason in saying this, why do I say this? Why do I mention Canelo? Because he knows how to fight tall fighters. That's the thing that Canelo has. Daniel Jacobs, you know what I mean? He did pretty good. He did pretty good against Jacobs. Kovalev, yeah, I understand. A lot platforms say this and that about, Kovalev took a dive or whatever. But the point here is that Canelo knows how to fight tall fighters. You see, top caliber fighters, if they're short, they have to know how to fight tall fighters. They have to know how to go on the inside. You know what I'm saying? They have to know. You know what I'm saying? Another example comes to mind is Derevchenko. Derevchenko, when he fought Charlo recently, Jamal Charlo, he was doing all right. He was doing all right, but Charlo obviously got the best of Derevchenko because Charlo used his skills, used his height, used his reach, even though Charlo did fight on the inside a lot too. So, I mean, top caliber fighters have to know how to fight taller fighters. And I'm still hesitant. I am still hesitant to say that Felix Verdejo is ready for the top names at 135. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say here. Definitely, Giles, man. I really appreciate you, man. It's all love, all you guys. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome on this platform. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. The community here is awesome, man. So what do you guys think about that, man? Are you guys going to watch that fight? Felix Verdejo versus Nakatani. Like I said, I got to repeat this. A lot of people are kind of ignoring this fight, but I think it's going to be great. This kid got skills. Felix Verdejo has skills. I made a video about it recently talking about it. And the video was based upon what Felix Verdejo said recently about, him being ready for the top names. I don't buy into that just yet. I have to see how he does against Nakatani. Now, check this out. It's been said, check this out, guys. It's been said, and I don't think this shouldn't be used as a crutch. This shouldn't be used as a crutch. This fight against Felix Verdejo versus Nakatani. I think this is a great matchup. This is a great matchup. And I don't think it should be used as a crutch or an excuse if Nakatani loses, all right? Because it's been said, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, it's been said that Nakatani suffered like a brain hemorrhage or blood, something, I don't know, something after he fought Teofimo Lopez. As a consequence of fighting Teofimo Lopez, because Teofimo Lopez, he can rock, man. Those punches, oh my gosh, dude. I mean, like, ouch. How did Nakatani not go down when he fought Teofimo Lopez? Can somebody answer that, please? How did Nakatani not go down when he received those power punches against Teofimo Lopez? Even though Teofimo Lopez was struggling, they went all 12 rounds. You know what I mean? Nakatani put up a great fight. You see, I don't know why. There are people just not really paying attention to this fight. This Nakatani guy, he's a good fighter. He's all right. He can fight. He can put up a fight, man. He put up a great fight against Lopez. You know what I mean? He took them shots. He ate them up, and he kept fighting. He kept going. He kept going forward, kept, toe to toe, shoulder to shoulder, face to face against Lopez, man. And it was said that, Nakatani, because of those power punches, man, because of the damage that he received from Teofimo Lopez, that he had like a brain hemorrhage or something, and that he was in the hospital or whatever, and the doctors didn't give him a pass to fight again. Okay? The doctors, if I remember correctly, I heard it said that, doctors didn't give Nakatani a pass after fighting Teofimo Lopez for a while. And now recently, well, obviously they gave him a pass because now he's going to fight Felix Verdejo. So why do I say all this? Because we cannot undermine Nakatani and this matchup fighting against Felix Verdejo. I think this is a great matchup for Felix. I think this is a great fight for Felix to see where he's at. Okay? To see where Felix Verdejo is at. We cannot knock Felix Verdejo and his skills, like I've been saying a moment ago. This kid is skilled. He just has one loss. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Chen Smoke is in the building. What's going on, Chen Smoke? Saludos. Saludos, man. What's going on? Con todo mi corazón, saludos, man. Un abrazo. You know what I mean, man? You know what I mean, bro? Chen Smoke, thanks so much for jumping in. We're talking about right now, bro, Felix Verdejo versus Nakatani, man. So it's going to be a great fight. I'm not knocking this kid off. And isn't it funny? I said the same about Anthony Yard. Okay, check this out. And I hope I'm not wrong this time. Okay. Man, I hope I'm not wrong. You know why? because I said the same about Anthony Yard a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago, whatever. Man, I ate crow hard. I ate crow hard. Man, I've been eating crow. I ate crow twice recently. I ate crow with Daniel Dubois, and I think that was the worst, or I think that was the worst, yeah. Because I was saying that Daniel Dubois in the lead up, and I don't care, I ate crow, whatever, but it did hurt, okay? I gotta admit it. And I can admit when I'm wrong. I don't care. That's how I learn. It's great, but it sucks sometimes. I'm gonna be honest. Because I was saying in the buildup of Daniel Dubois that he was going to come in and take Joyce out because Joyce is slow, and Daniel Dubois is too fast. He's faster than Joe Joyce, and some people said that Daniel Dubois. Some people have been saying that Daniel Dubois is slow, but I was saying that Daniel Dubois is faster than Joe Joyce when you compare their speeds. I was saying that Daniel Dubois has the power and the speed to throw 1-2s on the inside, and he's going to counter Joyce when Joyce tries to throw wide right hooks like he usually does, them slapping right hooks, them slow right hooks. He's going to read them from a mile away, and Daniel Dubois is going to counter quick with 1-2s on the inside like he typically does with all his opponents, and blah, 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 and la, 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 la. And I was saying all that. I was saying all that. And I was so excited for this fight. And I was so hyped up about Daniel Dubois taking out Joe Joyce that I turned around and I called the fight. Can you believe that? I called the fight. I went live and I called the fight, bro. And he lost by a jab. Oh my gosh, dude. He lost by a jab. and then what happened? And then what happened next? and then what happened next? Yeah, you're right, Chad. You're right, Chad. Thank you, man. Oh, can somebody confirm with Mr. Giles? Can you confirm LeVar Cooper or Chen Smoke? Can you guys confirm if you see Giles? Can you see Giles? Because Giles, I saw you the other day. You were on the YouTube, bro. You were good. So yeah, you were good the other day. I went live, bro. So you should be good right now. I don't have my YouTube open right now, but can somebody confirm Chen Smoke or LeVar Cooper if you guys can see Giles? So and then I turned around. Check this out. And then I turned around and I said, and then Anthony Yard, right, was going to fight Arthur Linden. I think his name was Linden. I'm not good with names. I'm sorry, man. I'm not the best with names, man. Arthur Linden, I think his name was. So Anthony Yard, okay, about a week or 2 weeks after I ate that crow from Dan Dubois, Arthur Linden versus Anthony Yard is announced, whatever. It's been announced, but they were going to fight. And then I was saying, Lyndon Arthur, something like that, Lyndon Arthur, whatever. And then I turn around and I say, you know what? I still got hopes for Anthony Yard. I was saying, I'm not going to knock Anthony Yard. I'm not knocking him. He just has a loss. No big deal. And it still isn't a big deal. He just has 2 losses. I'm not knocking this kid. I'm not knocking this guy, Anthony Yard. I still like him. He has skills, ladies and gentlemen. He has skills. Anthony Yard still has skills. I'm not knocking him. But why do I say this? Because I'm saying the same thing about Felix Verdejo. And I hope I don't eat crow. Because I was saying the same thing with Dan Dubois. I was saying the same thing about Anthony Yard. I was saying, you know what, Anthony Yard, I'm not knocking him off, because he lost against, Kovalev, he gassed out, he was doing great. He almost knocked Kovalev out, just like what everyone else saying. Everybody knows what it is, you know what it is. It is what it is, right? He did good against he did good against, Kovalev. He was going to knock him out, but the thing is he gassed out. He wasn't good in stamina, and then he lost by the jab, from Kovalev, and then, because Anthony Yard was, he was gassed out, but he's still a good fighter, and this and that. And I said, you know what, let's not knock him off. I still got hope for Anthony Yard. It's all good. I think he's going to do pretty good, this and that. And then what happens? Anthony Yard also turns around and loses by the jab. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh man. I had enough of this crow. And I'm kind of saying the same about Felix Verdejo now. Okay. Felix Verdejo, I repeat for those who are jumping in. Hey, Hodges is in the building. Toby Bartlett is in the building. Man, what's going on, family? This is just a flash live. You already know what it is, guys. I'm talking about Felix Verdejo right now and Nakatani. And I'm saying, for those who are jumping in right now, I'm saying how we cannot, guys, ladies and gentlemen, let's not undermine or ignore this Felix Verdejo fight versus Nakatani. Because Nakatani is a game opponent at 135. You already know, if y'all saw the Nakatani versus Teofimo Lopez fight, that was a competitive fight, and it took Teofimo Lopez to the 12 rounds. And surprise, surprise, who took Teofimo Lopez to the 12 rounds recently? Lomachenko, man. So Nakatani's a game fighter. He's a game opponent. You know what I'm saying? Nakatani can fight. And Nakatani has an amazing chin, okay? And he's fighting Felix Verdejo. And what I'm saying right now, what I was saying recently, right now, moments ago, is that I'm not knocking Felix Verdejo because he can fight. He's skilled at boxing, man. He's a skilled boxer. And this is a great matchup for Felix Verdejo. He just has one loss. So let me get to the chat real fast, man. This is great stuff. Y'all are jumping in. Once again, D. Hodges, thanks so much, man. Toby Bartlett is in the building, man. I appreciate each and every one of you, man. Thank you. Oh, D. Hodges. I like it. D. Hodges, go ahead in the comment. Break it down, bro. Why do you think? Okay, so D. Hodges, please, guys, let me know who do you guys got winning tomorrow? Felix Verdejo or Nakatani? Let me know, please, you guys. So we got here. So Hodges here says he got Nakatani. Good stuff, fam. Good stuff. And I thank you. You gave me comfort, Chen Smoke. You said, Chen Smoke said, we can't get every prediction right. You're definitely right. It's really hard to do that. You know, even the expert of experts, you don't get it right all the time. So, you know, thank you. Thank you, Chen Smoke. And I ate crow twice and within a month. So I better not eat crow with this Felix guy, man. Hey, but I didn't say he was gonna win yet. So let's go to Toby here, man. So D Hodges got Nakatani. Go ahead and say why, D Hodges. Because I definitely want to hear you guys. So Toby says here, Anthony Yard. Yeah. I mean, Anthony, check this out. Oh, what am I saying, Anthony? Toby, check this out. Chat, check this out. Everybody, check this out. Please listen. I don't know if you guys saw. Interesting how Toby took this out right now. Interesting how Toby just said this. So you guys can read it right there in the comment. It says that Anthony Yard ain't a bad fighter, but got a bleep trainer. 100%. Okay, so check this out, guys. Anthony Yard, I was going to make a video on this, but I was like, I'll just say it live one of these days. Okay, so Anthony Yard just tweeted. Did you guys see it? He just tweeted, I think it was today. He tweeted that he's going to make some changes. It's time to make changes. He said something like that along those lines. Don't quote me exactly, but very close to what Anthony tweeted today. He said, Anthony Yard, he said, it's time to make changes. So there's speculation, and I'm speculating. The first time, right when I read that, I think it was this morning I read it. I don't know. But he just tweeted, Anthony Yard just tweeted recently that it's time to make changes. I know. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen, please. You go back to Anthony Yard when he fought Kovalev. His trainer was screaming, "Empty the gas tank, because because Kovalev was hurt. You already know the story. You know, and now when he just fought Lyndon Arthur, okay, and he lost to a jab, you got to question his trainer, man. I mean, I'm not, you know, you got to question his trainer. So when Anthony Yard just tweeted that it's time to make changes, do you think he's going to switch to a different trainer? He's going to switch to a different trainer? You know, Anthony Yard and his hold on, guys, one second. Anthony Yard and his team has been criticized, you know, like they've been criticized that, you know, like too much hoorah, you know what I mean? That they give him too much. I mean, the confidence is great, but people have criticized, you know, Anthony Yard in his corner, you know, his trainer or what have you, you know, that it seems like they're in the gym just hoorah, having a lot of fun. But I'm not taking anything away from Anthony Yard's skills. And why do I say all this? Because he recently just said on Twitter that, you know, it's time to make changes. I'm kind of inclining that he might change his trainer, or he'll probably still have his trainer, but he'll probably bring in an additional trainer. You know, I don't know how they do that stuff, but, you know, interesting stuff. We got to keep our eye out and what Anthony Yard is going to do exactly. Now, like I said, man, and like what Toby's saying, Anthony Yard isn't a bad fighter. I like Anthony Yard, man. I think he can. He's if you just go back in his recent fight, even though he lost, okay. You know, I did a post fight on that. I think I did a video on that. Yeah, I just did a video on that talking about the details of that, but you know, post fight reaction. But his reflexes are amazing. You know, he still has great defense. I mean, he's fast, but the problem is, I mean, is just that he doesn't know how to slip the jab. I know it sounds kind of contradictory. His defense is good and stuff like that, but you know, he just didn't know how to slip that jab that Lyndon Arthur was throwing all night, man. I mean, it was kind of sad there, but you know, I still got hope for Anthony Yard, and I'm saying this because I feel the same about Felix Verdejo. Felix Verdejo just has a loss, man, and he can box. He's very skilled. He's very skilled. Yeah, D Hodges. Yeah, exactly. Nakatani did very well. He did very well against Teofimo Lopez. And I reiterate what I was saying earlier that Nakatani can take some punches. He can take some punches. Felix Verdejo can punch too. Okay, but like what I was saying a moment ago, that when Felix Verdejo fought Antonio Lozada, okay, when he fought Antonio Lozada, he lost because Lozada was using his height and reach advantage. Okay, now that's the question that lingers over my mind about Felix Verdejo. Will he be able to fight? I'm sorry. Will he be able to beat Nakatani, who has an amazing chin? Verdejo has power too. He has quite a bit of knockouts in his career. He has power and he can box, but will he get discouraged? Will he get discouraged after pounding Nakatani if he can reach him, if he can get on the inside and box smart and land clean shots, and Nakatani not going down because of Nakatani's steel chin? Will he get discouraged? Will Felix get discouraged? You know what I'm saying? That's the question that's in my mind. And will Nakatani just apply the pressure and go toe to toe, not respect Felix Verdejo as Nakatani did to Teofimo? That's the big question that lingers in my mind, ladies and gentlemen. That's the big question that lingers in my mind in this fight between Felix Verdejo and Nakatani. That's the question. And D Hodges is saying it here exactly. He said that he did well against Teo. He did very well against Teofimo Nakatani. So that's the big question. So I don't know, man. I mean, this is going to be a good fight. And that's why, I repeat, this fight shouldn't be ignored. A lot of people aren't really talking about this. I am, because it's worth talking about. This fight is going to be great tomorrow. I think it's going to be a great fight, ladies and gentlemen. And I think it's on the undercard. If I'm not mistaken, Shakur Stevenson is the main event, if I remember correctly, this top rank event. A lot of people right now are focusing on Anthony Joshua and Pulev, which is nice. I'm going to be busy tomorrow, man. Honestly, I'm going to be busy tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to catch that fight because it's in Europe. They fight earlier. But I'm most likely going to definitely watch Felix Verdejo and Shakur Stevenson. Definitely, man, because that's later on at night. So, yeah. So let me get to the chat real fast, man. Thank you guys. You guys are all saluting each other. Thanks so much. So we got Chen Smokes here saying, got to go with Verdejo. I just don't know. You know what? I kind of see this as a 50-50 fight, man. Now, let me get back to what I was saying a moment ago. Let me get back, please. So remember what I was saying a moment ago, that people were saying, and it was being heard around, reports or whatever you want to call it, was coming out that Nakatani had like a brain hemorrhage or something like that. Something with the brain, something like a blood something, because of the damage that he took against Teofimo Lopez, all right? And that he didn't have a pass by the doctors, by the medics or whatever, right? By medical officials to go back and fight. But recently, obviously, he should have, because now he's going to fight Felix. So, but I don't think, if Nakatani loses or if he goes down or something like that, there's no excuse of, oh, Nakatani, it's because, he got a beating from Teofimo and he was weaker. And, no. If Felix Verdejo comes in and shows up and shows out, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. If Felix Verdejo comes in tomorrow night, shows up, shows out, boxes well, and beats Nakatani in a convincing fashion, okay? In a convincing fashion, please pay attention. I think Felix Verdejo is ready for the top at 135. If I'm not mistaken, if I check the rankings, I don't remember. I think he's around 5. I think he's ranked. He's definitely, if I'm not mistaken, Felix Verdejo is the top 10. And he's in the upper or in the mid top 10. He's in the middle of the top 10 and at 135. So, and I reiterate, Felix Verdejo said that he's ready for the top competition at 135. He's ready for the top names. So But remember, if Felix Verdejo comes in, just please remember that. If Felix Verdejo comes in tomorrow and beats Nakatani in a beautiful, convincing fashion, the way he boxes, how intelligent, Felix Verdejo is in the ring, because he's intelligent. He's intelligent in the ring. He's smart. He's patient. He doesn't waste his punches. Okay, yeah, I like his footwork. Really skilled fighter. If he comes in and does that, and wins well, I think he's ready for 135, the top, guys. He's ready. He's ready. But I'm not convinced. I got to see what he has tomorrow. I got to see. So we got D-How just saying here, me too, bro, Loma, and 3D. the crow pies. I hope you put some hot sauce on that stuff, because, man, I ate crow. Like I said, within a month, I ate crow twice, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Toby Bartlett says here on this prediction, okay, I got Felix in the prediction league. Split decision. Split decision. Split decision. I do see it like that. I do see it like that. I do see it like that. Now, check this out, guys. Check this out. Like I said, Lozada beat Felix. Lozada was the taller guy. He had the reach advantage. And right now, Nakatani, you guys see the face-off? Nakatani, man, he's towering over Felix. Well, I don't know if that's a word, towering, but he's tall. Felix, Nakatani's tall. He definitely has a reach advantage. So this all boils down to Felix's trainer, and if they really trained appropriately, and if they really learned from the loss that Felix had against Lozada. Man, there are some real critical questions that need to be answered from Felix Verdejo and his team tomorrow night. There are very critical questions that need to be answered. I repeat, from Felix Verdejo and his team tomorrow night. Did they learn from the loss? Did they learn from the fighting a taller guy, losing to a taller guy against the Lozada? We're going to see that tomorrow night. And if they didn't, or if they're not going to improve, if they didn't improve from that, then it's probably going to be a very close decision. It's probably going to be a very close decision, or it's probably going to be Felix Verdejo losing. You see what I'm saying? It's probably going to be that. Black Banter is in the building. What's going on, family, man? Thanks so much for your support, man. Thank you for jumping on in, family. Thanks so much. Each and every one of you, thank you for jumping in. We got Lawrence Williams, L-Dub, saying, I love it. Got to hear from you guys. Okay, Verdejo and Nakatani will be the battle of the jabs. Verdejo has progressed with his new coach, Salas. Good point. Thank you for saying that. Good point, good point, good point. Salas, yes. Nakatani gave a good effort versus Tio, but took a lot of punishment. Yes, he did. Now, that's a weak point. Thanks for bringing that out. Because I was alluding to that, but I didn't really get direct in saying it like that. Thanks for saying that, L-Dub. So Nakatani gave a good effort versus Tio, but took a lot of punishment. That's the thing. So Nakatani, I mean, it seems like his, we see it time and time again, guys. We've seen it with time and time again. Jaime Munguia. You see what I'm saying? Jaime Munguia, he's one of those guys that uses offense as defense. I think that's really bad. Using offense for defense is just horrible. That's in my personal opinion. It serves for entertainment, yes, but you're just getting beat, man. You're just getting smashed in the face and then the body, and and that's kind of how Nakatani is. You see, that's why exactly what L-Dub is saying. He took a lot of punishment from Tio, and that's why I said earlier that Nakatani has a chin of steel. This guy has a chin of steel. Okay. Just got a new subscriber right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. JHapG. I just saw that subscribe right now. Thanks so much, man. And all the new subscribers who have recently subscribed. Thank you guys so much. And all the subscribers from since day one, you already know. Go ahead and like, go ahead and share, go ahead and subscribe. Those who are listening in the background, who are not necessarily in the chat, I thank you guys so much. This is just a platform that loves the sport of boxing. We just talk the sport of boxing. That's all we do. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys so much. So that's why I said earlier that Nakatani has a chin of steel, because this guy was getting punched, and those power punches from Teofimo Lopez, how the heck did he not go down? And that's a flaw. Not the chin of steel, no, but it's a flaw that Nakatani doesn't have the best defense. He uses his offense for defense. So if Felix now I repeat this, if Felix beats Nakatani in an impressive, convincing fashion, he's definitely ready for the top at 135. Because, like I said, I made a video a couple weeks ago about Felix Verdejo. Okay, I talked about it. I elaborated upon his recent comments. Felix Verdejo said that he's ready for the top at 135. At 135, I'm not convinced just yet about that. He has the skills and the tools for that, but I don't think he's ready just yet. I have to see against Nakatani. I got to see what he does tomorrow night. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope maybe if anybody here was not interested in this fight, I hope I'm convincing you all. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm motivating and inspiring you guys to see this fight and encouraging you guys to see this fight. That spark of interest in your hearts and in your minds. You know what I'm saying? To see this fight between Felix Verdejo and Nakatani tomorrow night. It's definitely going to be worth it. It's definitely. So let me finish this, L-Dub. So he says, okay, it's a lot. Verdejo by late stoppage. Oof. Late stoppage. If that happens, that's going to be awesome. That's going to definitely be awesome. And that's going to definitely, boost up, Felix Verdejo's confidence. I'm not saying he's not confident. Of course not. But, if he does knock out Nakatani, wow. 135 better watch out. You know what I'm saying? 135 better watch out. So yeah, D Hodges, yeah, Lawrence Williams, yeah, where's your breakdown, Verdejo? He's taking Nakatani, bro. If I remember correctly, I read earlier that Hodges got Nakatani. Hodges got Nakatani because he put up a good fight against Theo. So we got Toby saying here, no, ain't seen that. Okay, so him and Tunde are really close, but he needs to. Yeah, Toby. If he does, he needs to add someone. If he doesn't leave Tunde like AJ, Toby, that's the thing. Yeah, Anthony Yard just said that on Twitter earlier. So he just said that it's time to make changes. He said that. He didn't get to detail, obviously. He just said it's time to make changes. So we'll see, man. I'm really interested in what Anthony Yard's going to do. I'm not knocking Anthony Yard yet. You know what I'm saying? He's I think he's going to do good in the division. He's going to come back. I didn't watch it, but I heard Yard got robbed. Is that true? Oh, against Lyndon Arthur? No, it wasn't a robbery, bro. It was a fair decision. It was fair, bro. It was fair because Anthony Yard wasn't doing anything. He wasn't doing anything from rounds 1 to around 1 to 9, bro. D Hodges, you don't even want to watch that fight. You don't even watch it because when I was watching it, I was up to round 9. And I was thinking, what am I? You know what it reminded me of? I made a video about it, post fight reaction. It reminded me of watching Gabe Rosado and Daniel Jacobs. It's like what's, and it was kind of worse. Not to knock the fighters, not like that, but it was worse because Anthony Yard, he's more than that. What he did against Lyndon Arthur, he's a lot more than that. I don't know what the heck he was doing, and there are people saying during the fight, the corners were saying, or I don't know, the commentators were saying that Lyndon Arthur's right hand was out. It was hurt. It was injured, and he wasn't throwing the right hand at all for like 10 rounds. I mean, it was really disappointing me, man. Anthony Yard's performance against Lyndon Arthur, it really did disappoint me, man. It really did. It really did because he lost to the jab, bro. You don't want to watch it, Hodges. You don't want to watch it, bro. Just. So it was a fair fight, bro. He didn't get robbed. Anthony Yard didn't get robbed, man. He kind of deserved it, bro. He should have done more. Yard is more than that. He could have easily taken out Lyndon Arthur, man. Because the thing here is that Yard. And the last in round 11 and 12, he was doing good because he knew that it was the last rounds, blah blah blah. He was trying to take him out. Had he done that earlier, he would have easily taken out Lyndon Arthur. He has the power, he has the skills, he has the speed. He was going to knock him out in the 12th round. He rocked him. But the problem is, he just waited till the last minute, man. I mean that. So yeah, D Hodges, you don't want to see it. No, but Anthony Yard didn't get robbed, bro. No, definitely not. I heard Yard doesn't spar. Is that true? Oh my gosh. It might be. There's no footage really on him sparring, man. That can be another issue. I really don't know too much about that, but from what I heard, I've heard that before, and I haven't really seen any sparring from Yard, man. So it's a possibility, man. Chen Smoke. Interesting you point that out, bro. Yard got outboxed, no robbery. Yeah, exactly. Definitely got outboxed. Toby Bartlett says, Chen, I was just gonna say that I'm still not sure if it is true. Oh, about the sparring? Yeah, it's a big possibility, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big possibility. The only footage I've seen Yard spar in is with his trainer, Glove, the mitts. That's it, man. With him mitting, when they do mitts, they kind of like spar and do the glove work. Hey, J Hap G. Yeah, I thank you so much, man. Thank you for your support. Shout out to everyone here. Yeah, thank you so much, J Hap. Thank you so much. I think you're from the Asian area. Also, salute to your area. Thank you so much, man. All love to you. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining the chat here, joining the conversation here. Nakatani Lawrence Williams says Nakatani retired briefly after Tio coming off. Oh yeah, it was a brief retirement. Yeah, coming off a long layoff. Yeah, never like to see that. I got Verdejo. Good point, bro. Good point. But if Verdejo wins, it's gonna definitely be a nice fight. It's gonna be a nice fight. It's gonna be a great victory. So yeah, I did. Yeah, he came off. It seems like he did take a time off. Bruce Goes is in the building, man. Bruce Goes, what's going on? Stop by to show love, and hey, I really appreciate Bruce Goes. You know what it is, Bruce Goes. It's just a flash live, man. I just want to go live out of nowhere, man, and talk about this Nakatani and Verdejo fight more than anything. D Hodges says this the worst fight week number promo for AJ and Pulev and no channels. Wow, wow, yeah, yeah. For AJ and Pulev, yeah, I don't know, man. It's a trip. It's a trip. I don't. Yeah, exactly, man. I don't know what's going on there, man. Get your look at Toby. Get your coach, and you pull. All right, all right. So we got here. Continue here. L Dub saying is why is promotion is important if you a hardcore fan? Yeah, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. But fighters deserve more promotion. I understand. You know what I'm saying? As some certain fighters and certain names. You know what I'm saying? Lozada and Nakatani. L Dub continues to say Lozada and Nakatani are tall, but the fight difference. Lozada is an aggressive, come forward guy. Yeah. Nakatani is a boxer puncher that needs range to be effective. True, 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 true. Good point, good point. And that may be L Dub. That's nice that you said because that may be the edge. That may be the edge for the advantageous edge for Felix Verdejo. And that might be an opening. That might be an opportunity for Verdejo. Hopefully he capitalizes on that. Hopefully he capitalizes on that. You know what I'm saying? Nemus World. Hi. Hey, what's going on, Nemus World? Thanks so much for jumping in. We're just talking some boxing, a friend from Madam Cat. Hey, I appreciate you. Yo, you love boxing too. Hey, Nemus World, this is the place for you. Nemus World, this is the platform for you. This is where we talk boxing. Definitely. I love boxing. Manny Pacquiao. Woohoo. Hey, definitely, man. Manny Pacquiao is a legend. He's a legend, okay? Nemus World, go ahead and check out, when we're done with this live, go ahead and check out my channel. I've got a lot of boxing content there and commentary and analysis. And on my trailer, in my introductory video for my channel, I have Manny Pacquiao photo there. Good stuff. Go check it out. It's a beautiful introduction to the channel. Manny Pacquiao, I had to put him in there. So definitely shouts out to the legend. Black Star Sports TV is in the building. What's going on, Black Star? Hope you're doing great, man. Hope you're doing great. We're talking about Felix Verdejo versus Nakatani, bro. So let's get in here. Let's get to the chat. Y'all are jumping in. Y'all saluting each other. Thanks so much, man. We got here. So y'all go subscribe to Black Star Banter. I'm sorry, I said Black Star Banter. I mixed up names. Black Star. Go subscribe to Black Star. Definitely, man. You already know Black Star Sports TV, man. I'm sure you guys know him. If you don't, go ahead and subscribe to him. Great boxing talk there, man. I've been over there with him too. Great stuff he has, man. Great level-headed OG right there, man. Definitely. So we got here Toby Bartlett, D Hodges. Definitely no rubber. Yeah, exactly. 100% yard only rocked art. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is, man. And I was really disappointed on yard. Really disappointed on yard, man. Black Panther continues to say here, Yardy Dottie, better make some adjustments soon. You're right, man. You're definitely right. You're definitely right, Black Panther, all day, man. Chain with Ice, salute. What's going on, Chain with Ice? Never seen you here before, man. I appreciate you. Welcome to the platform, family. This is a platform where we just speak the sport of boxing, man. We love the sport of boxing. That's all it is. We don't complicate things here, man. We're open to all you guys. Thanks so much, man. All love, all support here, man. I really appreciate you. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, man. Go check my channel. Got a lot of content there. Thanks so much, man. And this is a flash live. Just to let you know, Chain with Ice. This is a flash live. Flash lives are just go live out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So Felix Verdejo, man, versus Nakatani tomorrow. It's going to be a great fight. You know what? I'm so sorry, man. I gotta go right now. I gotta go eat dinner. I know y'all jumping in. I thank you guys for jumping in, man. I almost got an hour so far, man. I got an hour here, so I gotta go eat some dinner. I bought some Chinese food, man. Definitely. I never seen. I've never been here before, but I've seen you on several lives. Oh, I appreciate you, Mark Blake. Man, I gotta get going, man. And Mark Blake's jumping in here too, man. Yeah. Hey, Chain with Ice, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for jumping in my lives, man. And hey, we're family. We're family. It's all about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't bicker. I don't go back and forth with people. You know what I'm saying? It's all for love of the sport of boxing, and we do it in a mature, coherent, level-headed fashion. You know what I'm saying? open opinions are open, you know what I'm saying? And we're all love here, you know what I'm saying? So we got here real quick. Let me get Mark Blake. Thanks so much for jumping in here. We got Toby Bartlett saying Brendan Ingle only done body sparring. Okay, because he didn't agree with the amount of damage fighters took in sparring and produced a lot of champions. But doing no sparring is crazy. Exactly, Toby. That's a big no-no for a fighter, man. So I mean, there are ways to spar, though. There are ways to spar. I sparred here in Mexico. I trained down here in Mexico. All you guys who know me, you know, I trained down here in Mexico and sparred. And there are ways to spar. I mean, it doesn't mean that sparring, you have to go pounding crazy at each other. I mean, you can take it and you can do just body sparring. We just go to the body, you know what I'm saying? And don't go all out fighting, because fighters do take damage, and that can be dangerous, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, be safe. Great show. Thanks so much, LeVar Cooper. So mainly I focused on the Felix Verdejo and Nakatani final thoughts more than anything, you know what I'm saying? And Shakur Stevenson. Please remember, guys, Shakur Stevenson is going to fight tomorrow. Obviously, you guys know Anthony Joshua Pulev is going to fight tomorrow. So those are great fights, man. So I got to get going, man. I really appreciate you, man. Yeah, go ahead and hit the like button when you enter the chat. Share this video, please. Thank you so much, Black Banter, man. Awesome support, man. Definitely. Thank you so much for sharing this information. Subscribe to Renee Boxing and Black Star Sports TV. Definitely, man. Press the notification button all day. I'm going to push a video tomorrow morning, man. Please be on the lookout for that. I'm going to throw a video out tomorrow talking about Devin Haney. Okay, so to Toby Bartlett, I really appreciate you. Chain with Ice. Yeah, what up, brother? Great channel here. Yeah, definitely. I got to get going, guys. I got to go eat some Chinese food, man. I'm going to heat that stuff up right now. One love, man. You guys jumped in tonight. Thanks so much, man. I'm going to keep doing these lives. You already know I'm going to keep pushing content. So I got to get going. Okay, please stay safe, each and every one of you. Stay safe, please. Okay, thanks so much for jumping in, guys. Remember to share, like, subscribe, etc., etc. Thanks so much, man. Chen Smoke, peace. Enjoy your meal. Yeah, thanks so much, man. Thank you, guys. Peace out, fam. I got to go, okay? Peace.